In a world full of chaos and uncertainty, Stoicism is like a guiding light. Its timeless wisdom can change a man's life, leading him to find inner peace, purpose, and strength. Today, we're exploring 8 important Stoic lessons for men. These teachings show us how to deal with life's challenges gracefully and with dignity, helping us become better versions of ourselves. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Practice virtue. When we talk about practicing virtue, we're essentially talking about trying to be good people in every aspect of our lives. Stoicism encourages us to focus on key virtues like wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Wisdom helps us make good decisions and understand what truly matters in life. It's about gaining insight and learning from our experiences. Courage is about facing our fears and doing what's right, even when it's difficult. Temperance is all about finding balance and self-control. It's about knowing when to indulge and when to hold back. And justice reminds us to treat others fairly and with respect, understanding that we're all part of the same human family. By aligning our actions with these principles, Stoicism teaches us to strive for excellence in our character. Lesson 2. Acceptance of the present moment. Acceptance of the present moment is a fundamental teaching in Stoicism. It's about acknowledging that there are things in life we can control, and there are things we cannot. Stoics believe that much of our suffering comes from trying to control things beyond our power, such as other people's actions, external circumstances, or even the past. By accepting the present moment as it is, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead of dwelling on what could have been or what might happen in the future, we learn to focus our energy on the here and now. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent to our circumstances. Rather, it means we approach life with a sense of equanimity, knowing that we can only do our best with what we have. Embracing the present moment allows us to find inner peace and resilience. Lesson 3. Memento mori. Memento mori, or remember death, is a profound concept in Stoicism that encourages us to confront the reality of our mortality. It reminds us that life is fleeting and that death is inevitable for all of us. While this might sound morbid, embracing the idea of our own mortality can actually lead to a deeper appreciation for life. When we acknowledge the impermanence of life, we become more aware of its preciousness. We realize that our time on this earth is limited and that every moment is a gift to be cherished. This awareness inspires us to live each day with purpose and intention, making the most of our time and resources. Memento mori serves as a powerful reminder to focus on what truly matters in life. It's not about dwelling on death or living in fear, but rather about embracing life fully and authentically. By remembering death, we become more grateful for the people we love, the experiences we have, and the opportunities that come our way. Lesson 5. Develop resilience. It's about facing challenges and setbacks with strength, courage, and determination. Stoics believe that adversity is not something to be feared or avoided, but rather, it's an inevitable part of life that presents opportunities for growth and learning. When we encounter challenges, Stoicism teaches us to embrace them as opportunities for personal development. Resilience is about maintaining a positive mindset and persevering in the face of adversity. It's about believing in our ability to overcome obstacles and emerge stronger on the other side. It means acknowledging our feelings and finding constructive ways to cope with them. By adopting a mindset of resilience, we learn to adapt to change, bounce back from setbacks, and thrive in the face of adversity. Lesson 6. Practice self-mastery. Stoics believe that true freedom and happiness come from within, and that mastering ourselves is the key to living a life of virtue and excellence. This means being able to govern our impulses, desires, and reactions, rather than being controlled by them. Self-mastery begins with self-awareness. It's about understanding our own strengths and weaknesses. Once we have awareness, we can begin to exercise self-control. This means making conscious choices about how we think, feel, and act in any given situation. It's about choosing the path of virtue and excellence, even when it's uncomfortable. By mastering our thoughts, emotions, and desires, we gain clarity and composure in navigating life's complexities. Lesson 7. Cultivate inner tranquility. Stoicism teaches us to detach ourselves from the uncontrollable aspects of life, such as external events, other people's opinions, and even our own desires and attachments. By letting go of the need to control or manipulate these external factors, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress, anxiety, and frustration. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to focus on cultivating our own virtue and character. This means prioritizing qualities like wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice in our thoughts, words, and actions. By focusing on our own moral development and ethical conduct, we create a solid foundation for inner peace and tranquility. By cultivating inner tranquility, we become less reactive to external events and more grounded in our own sense of self. Ultimately, cultivating inner tranquility is a lifelong practice that requires mindfulness, self-awareness, and dedication. Lesson 8. Live a life of purpose. Living a life of purpose is the culmination of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a life of virtue and integrity. Defining our values is the first step in living a life of purpose. It's about identifying the principles and ideals that guide our decisions and actions. Once we've defined our values, living a life of purpose means aligning our actions with those values. It's about making choices that are consistent with our principles even when it's difficult or inconvenient. Living a life of purpose is not always easy, and it often requires courage, sacrifice, and perseverance. But by aligning our actions with our values and contributing to something greater than ourselves, we find a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment that transcends the pursuit of wealth, fame, or power. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to show your love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.